Welcome back. WeArEuS, and this is the Forgotten City. Now, before we do anything else, I have a confession to make. I decided to go ahead and test my theory. Well, it's less of a theory, more of a question. First off, even in this room, well, let me do this really quickly. I'll do it this way. After we ended the video last, I think it was Sunday, right? Yeah. So, after the video I recorded for Sunday, I came back up here and I did the thing. Now, I'm trying to keep it straight in my head where the shrine is, so I know where to go as soon as things go tits up. Now, I need you to bear with me. I did some stuff that I probably shouldn't have done, but that actually needs to be done. It occurred to me that I could just look into things at the cost of having to reset a loop. Now, my original intent was to limit the number of loops I needed to take. Let's go ahead and stop time just in case. My intention was to limit the number of loops I needed to take in order to reach a positive ending. It's fine, but it's not really the best way to go about doing this. Instead, a much better way, let me go ahead and hard save just in case. A much better way of doing things is to die for a good reason, or reset things for a good reason, like this.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Now we have her note. So I can get hit by them and I won't die, which is actually kind of silly. I'd rather not get hit again, so I'm just going to stand here. I'll explain why I did this in a moment. Let's just get past this loading screen. Now allow me to stop time here and explain myself. Well, we do have some time, so I'll let the... Do I even have a goddamn inventory? Yeah, here we go. So, now we have money. Good news. We also have... Wait, we can use this money to... How much was it that the little weasel was selling the stuff Lucretia needed? It was 2,000, right? Okay. We'll go ahead and get that after we're done with this. Where's the information? WeArEuS diary. Okay. This is actually worth it because... Well, let me read. Dear Diary, today I'm celebrating. I made the easiest 1,000 denarii I've ever made by selling a way out to a desperate fool. Well, of course, it may not have been the way out she was hoping for, but hemlock still counts. That'll teach her for insulting my hair. And since it didn't break the golden rule, I may have to try this again sometime. Dear Diary, it worked again. I'm now another 1,000 denarii richer, thanks to WeArEuS and his desperation to escape. Of course, there's very little to spend money on here, but just having it gives me a little thrill. For a brief moment at least. Dear Diary, Finally, I have something to spend my money on. Malleolus is running for magistrate in the election tomorrow, and he's promised that for sufficient tribute, I'll be able to move into old Sentius's villa once it's vacated. How he plans to achieve that he wouldn't say, but still, I better make sure he wins. Huh. So do you see why I had to go back and do this? I didn't know that it had turned into something this big. She's apparently killed 2 people already. Ulpius and... well, we know who this other woman is. Okay, let's have this guy go ahead and deal with the
Salve, friend.
thief.
Mind telling me who you are and why you look like you've just taken on a gladiator and lost?
Miles, you're a good guy and all, but I need you to do something really quickly for me. I need you to go and stop Fabia entering the empty shrine, and then tell the new arrival that what he's looking for is actually in the new shrine.
All right, let me see. Stop Fabia going in, but send...
Yes. You've got it. Now go. Go as fast as you can.
I'll go, but once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
I promise nothing. Now, we've got this information about... oh, frick, our maximum HP is so much lower now. That is not good. Oh, I should probably talk to Livia, who's on her way to me as we speak.
You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone, that just as the ocean, but it... say... then... I thought... I will...
I just don't want her to be insane.
The what, as the... and...
We don't need to talk to the priestess right now. I would like to talk to Sentius and have him put away Aurelia. She does not need to be out. She does not need to be out and about. Now, the Whispers being an interesting thing here, it reminds me of the fact that the game recently received
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you?
the game was updated and they gave you the ability to turn off whispers. Now, that's cool and all. I get why someone might be into wandering around and having to loop 100 or so times in order to make any progress, but to me the whispers are, part of the story. Taking them out seems kind of silly.
We're finally in.
I don't want to have this conversation again.
Look, it's...
Ooh. I don't think there's a real reason for him to have him release Dooley right now. I think we also got something from Dooley. I need to check my inventory again. I'm not sure if we can say that Aurelia is actually going to break the golden rule. Also, it now occurs to me that it would be a terrible look for him to arrest Aurelia. It would really look bad if he arrested Aurelia, who's a staunch supporter of Malleolus. But I also don't like having someone who's going around poisoning people under the guise of setting them free. Or helping them escape, to be more accurate. I can't quite figure out what she's doing is just towing the line of not breaking the golden rule. But I'm also sitting here on a screen where time is still passing and I can't afford to waste even a second. So...
Of course, what is it?
I've already figured out a way to stop at least one person from breaking it. What happens now?
Well, if you've stopped one person from breaking it and you're still here, then there must be someone else about to break it still. Allow me to explain. When I discovered the ritual to Proserpina, the instructions came with a warning about paradoxes. The crux of it is this. If you do anything to change the course of history in such a way that your very being here is impossible, you will have created a paradox. To illustrate, when the golden rule is broken, I will open the doorway that will bring you here to prevent it from being broken. If you manage to succeed in saving our lives, then I will have no reason to open the doorway, and you will never have come here. A paradox. The same thing would happen if you, say, inadvertently, allowed me to die. If I can't summon you, then you can't be here. Obviously. If either of those things were to happen, I am given to understand you would be flung back to your original time, having changed the course of history for us, and your... So the fact that you are still here means someone is going to break the golden rule, and there is yet work to do. Understand?
I got it.
Excellent. So, it looks like you'll have to continue your investigation. Now, was there anything else you wanted to ask?
So we can't even tell him about
Thank you.
Aurelia
I'll be waiting here for...
having effectively murdered 2 people already. Good news for her that lying doesn't break the golden rule, otherwise they would have all been dead so long ago.
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you?
Let's see if we can... Where is... Is he still up here? Or has he... Yeah, here he is.
Name's Rufius.
Why do I keep getting his name wrong in my head? Why would I ever ask him this? Anyway, I need to
No
try...
idea. No idea. Yes.
I'd like to resolve this line of conflict, but...
And why should I? Let's try this again. Makes me uncomfortable.
We'll have to go with this. Fine, I take it back.
Smart. Now get lost. We're done talking. I have not.
Nevertheless, I don't think he's going to be that much of an issue, but I still need to figure out a better way to deal with him. Okay, let's go back to our inventory. Inscribed stone tablet. Yeah, that. Actually, rather than go back up, let's go and purchase the But I can't remember the name of the goddamn thing that Lucretia wanted, since we have the denarii for it. That should be this way. Not her. You.
You there. I'm sorry to In fact, if I didn't...
Funny that.
You've given me an idea for a scheme that will make us both very, very wealthy. First, I'll open the Shrine of Diana. Then, you enter the shrine, extinguish the braziers, and under cover of darkness, swap out the fake for the original. It's not theft exactly, it's more of a trade. But make no mistake, this is a dangerous path, and there's no way of knowing where it will lead. But in my experience, all the best adventures begin with a risky first step. Now, you must have questions. Ask away.
Before we do begin, I should let you guys know that I actually did accidentally find myself in the Shrine of Diana. Apparently, once you enter, you're locked in until you do the thing. At least I know now. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I did actually do that.
You in? Now I've gone. It's just at the end of the...
Hold on, I'm not done with you yet.
Oh,
I need some silphium resin.
certainly.
Here.
Oh, you have it. I'm impressed.
Okay.
Pleasure doing business. Can I help you with anything else?
Nope, that's it for
Very
me.
well.
I need to get this stuff to Lucretia. Lucretia. Here, right? No, that's the Shrine of Diana. We don't do that right now. No. Lucretia's this way.
What are you doing in here? Can't you? She needs...
Yeah, I have it. Here, take it.
What? Quick, Yulia. You need to swallow this. Here, let me help you. Hopefully, in a moment, she should be able to breathe normally. That was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing? And at this exact moment? Are you some kind of oracle?
No, I'm just a friendly neighborhood time traveler.
A what? I'm sorry, I must have misheard you. I think it's your accent, because it sounded like you said time traveler. But whatever kind of traveler you are, that was like the gods hearing my prayers and intervening. You just saved a person's life, and you should be proud of yourself. She might even be able to thank you herself in a few moments. And maybe she can tell us who poisoned her, and who she meant when she was muttering about that snake's cruel black eyes.
I'm pretty sure I know
In
who
the
she was
meantime,
talking about.
I'm happy to help you with whatever it is you need.
Let's talk about Yulia. I'm pretty sure we didn't talk to her about the golden rule. Okay, we'll start from the very top. What's your story?
I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Nevia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable all the time. But I'd rather take this on myself than let one of you lot mess it up.
So how did... I'm a little confused. conflicted about what to ask her about first. Let's go with Nevia.
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good, too. Until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying. But I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her...
Oh, she's the one who locked herself away.
Any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them. And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem, a real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed and he's in constant pain.
Go on.
He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off, and I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out, and you know what that means. I just know Nevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace.
You know what? Why not? I'll get right on it.
That would be wonderful. Thank you. Let me know how you go.
Oh, look who's up. You almost died again.
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
So what happened to you?
As much as I'm grateful that you tried to help me, it's just not safe for me to talk about it. Please, no more questions.
Are you worried about the golden rule?
The golden rule. That's the least of my worries. The gods may be cruel, but Malleolus and Claudia are far crueler.
Is that who poisoned you?
Please, just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
I'm going to press the matter because we can't have people running around poisoning other people. Of course, her death didn't trigger anything, so whatever they did, it's not like, look, I can't help you unless you tell me what happened.
Persistent as Nemesis, aren't you? I can tell you, but it's a long saga.
And I have nothing but time.
All right. I'd been here about a week when it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe, and I knew I had to get out somehow. So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way out,
Yep.
I would have done anything. And then I learned her asking price. 1,000 denarii. She was supposed to be my friend. I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. And I did.
Why would he lend you so much money?
I had to sign an agreement saying I'd work off the debt over 30 years. But I figured I'd be out of here so soon it wouldn't matter. I paid Aurelia, and she gave me her so-called way out. Do you want to know what it was?
Hemlock, right?
You figured it out already. I wish I'd been so astute. Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused. She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes and she laughed. She immediately told WeArEuS I'd tried to escape without paying him back. Only, he didn't seem upset or surprised at all. In fact, he just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them had planned the whole thing from the beginning.
Surely that would have broken the golden rule.
That's what I said to the magistrate. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law was clear. I'd signed over my labor for 30 years and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting too. But WeArEuS said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden rule. And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths, so he locked me in his villa. Confiscated everything I owned as collateral, and made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked day in, day out. His wife, Claudia, was just as bad. She sent me to work on an endless stream of futile, demeaning tasks. I'd be on my hands and knees, scrubbing the floor clean for hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot." Those two took everything from me. But they forgot to confiscate one thing. My hemlock.
So you poisoned yourself.
I just wanted it to be over. But it seems I messed that up too. Should have drunk all of it.
You're not exactly innocent in all of this.
Don't you think I know that? I brought it on myself. I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried to swindle the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
So what now?
When I've recovered, I expect their thug Domitius will come for me. He'll escort me back to their villa, and I'll be right back where I started. Only this time, I won't be able to lull myself to sleep at night with the thought of a permanent solution. Honestly, it would have been better if the poison had been allowed to run its course.
Can you think of any way I might be able to help, aside from letting you die next time?
I doubt it. It seems this is the fate the gods have chosen for me, for trying to escape. At least until someone breaks the golden rule. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
I have a better idea. How much would it cost to buy your freedom?
A lot. But it doesn't matter. I made a suicide pact with Ulpius last night. He's in exactly the same position as I am. WeArEuS and Aurelia set the same trap for him a month after they did it to me. He and I are in this together. He's probably already thrown himself from the bluff into WeArEuS's villa by now. If so, I'd never be able to live with myself, knowing I broke my promise to him.
Perhaps I can help him before he does that.
I doubt you could make it up to the bluff in time. I don't know who you are, or why you seem so determined to help me, but thank you.
I'm going to prioritize this because he's about to die. And if he dies, she's going to break the golden rule. I can smell that from a mile away. How do I get to the bluff in time? I see that, but... I need a way up there. How do I use this stupid thing? I need to figure out how to use... What is it that he gave me? The zipline handlebar. No, it's only for going up, or down, I mean. Okay, at least we have the silphium resin for next time. How do I get... I don't even know how to get up to the freaking bluff. So let's see. Ooh. Oh good. This isn't going to be it. And because we've taken this detour of sorts, we may not even be able to reach him in time now. I probably should have... it doesn't really matter if I quick save or not. If I don't reach him this time, we'll go after him next time. But we also have to make it really quick to deal with Yulia and Lucretia. And then rush all the way over here. How do I even... Oh! No? I have no idea how to get up there. Ah, the bluff. This way, huh?
Thea is proof of a degenerate mind.
Then we go here. Not going to ask about that. So this is WeArEuS.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia.
I don't care. Look, I really need to talk to WeArEuS.
All right. Well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better.
My God.
in a month. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. WeArEuS, what are you doing? Get back.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, WeArEuS. Please, please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, WeArEuS. Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had to deal with this sort of thing. Please, you need to talk to him.
Yeah, would have been nice to do that if you hadn't interrupted me. Alright, I'll talk to him.
Thank you.
Move.
And please, choose your words carefully.
Move. Hey, WeArEuS, can we talk for a second?
Let me guess. You're going to lecture me on how suicide is a crime against the Empire.
I was just going to ask you what's wrong.
I screwed up my life. That's what's wrong. I borrowed money, and when I couldn't pay it back, I wound up in debt bondage. I'll be stuck slaving away for that Culus Cumulatis Malleolus for the rest of my life. I am out. Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
WeArEuS, no! I can't believe he went through with it. Oh Lord. That poor lamb.
Well, his suicide didn't break the golden rule. What does that mean, though?
Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin under the Golden Rule. So I guess that means whichever god is responsible for it.
Right, you're one of those.
Isn't mine.
So now what?
I'll have to let everyone know what's happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. It's of his own making, after all. And I'd best pray for poor WeArEuS.
Well, that's mildly aggravating. Maybe we should try and figure out a way into the palace now. I suspect Yulia will be going ahead and killing either Malleolus or his wife sometime soon. So I need to figure this out as quickly as I can. But I'd really prefer not to be that far from the shrine. I don't have a lot of... Well, I've lost quite a bit of my maximum HP. I think 25%? That's the only way I can think of to get in. Maybe there's an underground area? I'd really rather not have to go through the cistern, seeing as there's supposedly a monster down there. Theophilus had an orgy with 4 girls. Yeah, we read that one before. The psychopomp deceives us all. I'd like to resolve at least one goddamn quest line here. Bathhouse has been taken care of. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead with the Shrine of Diana. I'm not sure how to do this. But I want to try this before Yulia goes ahead and kills whoever. Also, just so you're aware, that is there. Frick am I supposed to switch? Can you give me a hat? Let's see.
Is that you, partner?
Yeah, I've got it.
Wonderful. Just go ahead and slide it under the door for me and I'll unlock it for you.
No.
And yet you did. And now, here we are. With me out here, and you in there. Until you give me my bow.
I'll be honest, for some reason I didn't expect this. But I also didn't think ahead about this at all. I was more concerned about how this would probably end in everyone being killed. I am curious how this isn't against the golden rule. You said you'd split the riches between the 2 of us.
No, technically, I never said that. I said, if we were to split all those riches between the 2 of us, infinite wealth is still infinite. It's hardly my fault if you can't tell the difference between a hypothetical and a promise, now is it? Oh, I do love a good loophole.
You could let me out right now, or when I free myself, I'm... I can still get my bow back, I'm just not... I can still get my bow back, the assassin is dead now. I can just go back over there and get it from him. It really would be satisfying to get that bow and then just kill this guy. You know, and then looping back, but... in that case, maybe I could save WeArEuS. But how can I trust you after you double-cross me like this?
You're just gonna have to take your chances, I'm afraid. The bow, now. And don't even think about giving me the fake one. I'll recognize my own handiwork.
no. I think I'll just find another way out.
I would reconsider my position quickly if I were you. I'm not sure if you noticed, but you're stuck in there with a hornet's nest, and they can be rather aggressive toward intruders. You know, some say it takes 27 hornet stings to kill a man, but I always wondered how anyone could have known that. Let's find out if they were right, shall we?
Sure, why not? Who the frick are you, friend? Hey, spent 1 arrow to get 11. It's already saved, so I don't need to worry about that. Just in case. You know, and I just bought these jeans. Well, I say that, but I'm an amnesiac, so... But yeah, earlier I was saying that it seems kind of disruptive, well, counter to the story of the game, the plot, that turning off the whispers would be... It would just be against the lore of the story, right? But I could see the reason why people would. Because frankly, I wasn't even given a chance to solve this on my own. That's something they probably should have put on a timer or something. If you're sitting there for 15 minutes trying to figure out how to get out of that pool, which frankly, it wouldn't have taken. It just couldn't, right? Right, Nevia's journal. This might lead us into the palace. But we need to hurry.
My beloved Galatea, I write this so that one day, when we're finally together, you will understand what I've done and why I had to do it. The others will call me mad or a monster, but I don't care what they think. Everything I'm doing here, I'm doing for you. I'll start at the beginning. Soon after my arrival here, as I walked down a corridor lined with golden statues, I thought I heard a whisper behind me. A rasp of air, as if vocal cords of metal strained to say a word or two. I tried to dismiss the idea, tried to concentrate on my work as the city's medic, but that tortured whisper haunted me. Weeks later, in the hallway to the bathhouse, I heard it again and found myself drawn to the statue of a Roman woman wearing a stola. Her face was contorted with anguish and fear, and disturbingly, it was as if she was looking right at me. As I walked past her, I heard that strange whisper again, and turning back, I discovered that even though I had moved, she was still looking right into my soul. That was when it dawned on me. This was no statue. This was a woman trapped within that golden prison. Naturally, I told the others, But when I could not reproduce the results of my experiment, they would not believe me. But from that moment on, I knew the full horror of this place. Immobilized within these statues are living human beings. It was that day, my love, that my heart broke.
What the frick is going on here? Who is this? WeArEuS. Neat. I see how this is. I don't think so. Why can I not climb this? Do I really need to turn this to metal first? Weird, but whatever. I mean, I guess you can assume that you wouldn't be able to, that it wouldn't be able to tolerate the weight of a man, but I have my doubts. Either way, we climbed up it and now we are inside the palace. Hopefully only good things follow, and hopefully Yulia doesn't kill anyone in the meantime, because we're sort of stuck here. I don't imagine that I'll be needing the bow. It also didn't save, so I think I'll go ahead and do that now, huh? Let's see if we can find Nevia. Oh dear. Oh, my health is back. She's already gold. What happened to her?
Kill me.
I would love to, but okay. Okay. Out of everything that could have happened, that is not what I expected. Why can't I? The last thing I want to do is turn that to gold. Don't look at me like that. I didn't do it because I wanted to. The kick was accidental. How the frick did that happen? Sheesh. So it takes two. Also, this isn't Nevia. Now that there are apparently two of them. Back off. So this is probably Nevia's doing. She's apparently been trying to peel the gold off of them and causing them just endless pain, apparently. I mean, I can see what she was after, but how is it not readily apparent that this is no good? I know. Back off. This one seems to have... Oh, I thought she had a shiv. I have to be careful here. I saw a chest around here somewhere. Apparently not. See a...
You're not supposed to be here.
Nope, that hit the hand. So, yeah, the hints, like, I'm fine with the hints. I have no problem with them whatsoever, except that they come too soon. You aren't even given a chance to actually solve it before they just give you the answer. That is what could use some adjusting, not the absolute removal of them. Yeah, I'm not done looking around, though. I really should be able to get around this. You can take them. Ooh, another coin pouch. Don't mind if I do. I may be able to accrue enough to be able to buy the freedom of Ulpius and Yulia next time. Wait, since there was a bag, since I could take those coin pouches, I saw a bag next to the man in here. big coin pouch. It's very little money. Okay. Weird. Am I to assume this is booby-trapped or something? Nevia has apparently lost her freaking mind. She realized the people in these statues were, well, people. Oh. Oh. It's nothing. I did it for me, frankly. Did you really just T-pose on me? Now how do I reach... Can I actually run with this? Yeah. Can I run and jump? No. Why can you never run and jump? Why is this such a foreign concept to people? God dang it. Also, back off. How in the world would I even go about getting those? Got it. Yep. Guess this makes the most sense. Oh. Come on, what's in this chest? Get body blocked, son. Yeah, that was worth it. I should probably learn to be more patient with letting these things turn to gold first. Sure, I could have gone around, but then I wouldn't have 50 more gold, or denarius. As you wish. I could see how this might drive a person insane. Yeah, this bread is molded. So she was peeling these people, well, peeling the gold off of these people, trying to free them, only to find out the application of the gold was very thorough. And that being free of it is extremely painful. Also, where is this other one? I wish you would have just let me figure this out on my own. Like, give me 3 minutes to try things out myself. Ah. Oh, we wasted the opportunity distracting them would have provided. Because distracting them would have put them all in the pool, and then I turned the pool to gold. We goofed there. But at the very least, I don't think they know how to climb. They do not. But it takes 2 arrows to put them down. There only appear to be, what, 3 of them? I could have put them down. Or set them free, however you might want to think of it. Oh. Oh. It looks like this custom-made rack has been used to hold down golden statues and peel the golden layer from them. Yeesh.
My beloved Galatea, after I learned the terrible truth about the golden statues, I wandered the city as if in a nightmare. What must life be like for these poor souls, entombed in gold, but kept alive somehow? Trapped in their own personal Tartarus, consigned to eternal torment, too horrific for any sane mind to comprehend. I tried to offer them what small mercies I could. I began to talk to them, to keep them company. I'd imagine backstories for them, give them names, and tell them of the world, of the histories and stories I'd learned as a child. As the others became more concerned by my charity, I sought solitude from them, preferring the company of my tormented charges. Discovering a way into the abandoned palace, I began to spend my days walking its halls and sharing with its occupants ancient tales, my mind turning to those of Apollo and Daphne, Perseus and Medusa, and Pygmalion and Galatea. Pygmalion, the sculptor, who fell in love with the statue, and who, praying to Aphrodite for aid, discovered that his beloved Galatea had come to life. It was then that I heard you whisper to me, Galatea. Forgive me. I know that is not your real name, just one I have borrowed from a story. But when I turned to look at you, I saw the most exquisitely beautiful woman I have ever known. Your face, forever frozen in a look of haunting sadness. Our meeting gave me new purpose, to free you from your golden prison, so that I might one day hear you speak, not just whisper your true name to me. So I gathered tools for the long and difficult task ahead, barred the doors to this place, and set to work.
I am nothing if not thorough and accurate. I think we're done here. Bonk. Bonk. Yeah, well, problem is, it's already over. Oh, that's not a chest. Just making sure. So, where exactly? Not where exactly, more like how exactly. Okay. So I can turn the curtains to gold, but let's save first. Hold on, I think yeah, there's one more out there. Two more. Trying to...
Kill me.
That should give us... What? That's the ticket.
Kill us. Kill us.
Anything else of value in here?
Kill me.
Look, you don't own this bow.
I just want to die. I just want to die. You.
Oh, there is some... Oh, I used the base to distract them, pull them all in, and then freeze them. But that's not what I did.
You. Kill us. You. Please. Please. Kill me.
It looks more like she was carrying a jug of something. It's not much of a pose you would take on if you were afraid of something.
Please. Make it stop. I just want to die.
So, with the way things are going now, I don't imagine we'll be able to find out the solution to the poor guy's rheumatism. This door isn't going to open. Oh. I was hoping they wouldn't be able to see me there, but no. There's one in here. No. Okay.
My beloved Galatea, my attempts at freeing these souls from their golden prisons have not been going to plan. My first charge was a Greek woman who I called Iodame after the Athenian turned to stone by Medusa. Drilling through the gold that encased her, I was vindicated by the discovery that beneath half an inch of gold, which is so rigid it must be some kind of alloy, was living flesh. Unfortunately, this golden alloy seems to have fused with her skin, so removing it exposed the sinew and muscle beneath and appeared to cause her great pain. At first, I braced myself, expecting that a quick touch would break the golden rule, and yet, somehow, it did not. It seems whichever god is responsible for imprisoning these poor souls does not care about their suffering at all. They are forsaken. Undeterred, I pressed on, working late into the night, attempting to remove the golden layer that encased her as delicately as I could. Eventually, I was able to free most of her body, but when I released her from her restraints, her first act was to lunge for my throat, clawing at me with all her strength in those sharp metal talons. This was my thanks for trying to save her. Whatever possessed Iodami to attack, she was clearly not a suitable subject for my experiment, and I was forced to lock her inside an isolated wing of the palace and bar the door. As I continued working on others, I could hear her flailing and launching herself at the other side endlessly. Regrettably, my other experiments bore similar results, and after relocating a few times, most of the palace is now too dangerous to work in. Still, as much as my heart aches to know that you're suffering, I cannot risk attempting to ungild you yet. Not until I have perfected a method that will bring you back to me, whole in both mind and body, and ensuring your humanity is preserved. I promise you this. One day we will be together, even if I have to free every last statue in this god's forsaken place.
What is this vase supposed to lure? Sheesh. That last one was for a good measure. I'd have to spend 2 arrows anyway just to get that trap to work, so I may as well just shoot the goddamn thing and keep that trap in case I need it. Yeah, she's lost her motherfucking mind. It appears to be dead. Evidently, its death didn't break the golden rule. Jeez. That is goddamn gross. I was nowhere near that. You can talk. Why are you helping me? So, Nevia.
And you must be the wretched snake who broke into my palace and disturbed my experiments. And, worst of all, look at what you made me do to her. This never would have happened if you just stayed away. You're going to pay for that.
If you attack me, we both end up encased in gold. This doesn't benefit either of us.
And do you think I care about that? I don't care what happens to me, as long as you get what you deserve.
I get out of here. This has nothing to do with me.
Liar! I locked and barred the gate. I left a message warning you all to leave me alone. I just wanted to do my experiments in peace, for her. And now look at her. You made me turn the most beautiful woman I've ever seen into this. Look at her. She's in agony. All I wanted was to spend my last moments with her, to see her beautiful face, to hear her speak freely, instead of in those cryptic whispers. But as soon as I began my work, she stopped whispering to me. And now I discover she started whispering to you instead. What's so special about you?
Probably that I haven't lost my mind. But it's not just this statue whispering to me. A lot of them do it. It's always in the same voice.
What do you mean, the same voice?
It's like someone else is whispering to me through the statues.
Yes. I remember when they used to whisper to me. They did sound similar. I just thought it was because all voices sound the same when they whisper. But now that I think about it, they were all benevolent and seemed to share a common knowledge. But if these bodies are mere conduits for that one voice, then this body is nobody. And everything I've done here was...
Right.
Wait, I see what you're doing. You're trying to steal her away from me. Were you planning to wait until I'd done all the hard work, then swoop in? Is that it?
No.
Liar! You tried to steal her away from me, and now look what you made me do. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't peel you too.
Look, I ended up here by accident. Of course, I also wanted to be here, but you don't need to know that part. All I want is to leave.
What? What are you talking about?
I got trapped in tunnels under the city and it came up inside the palace.
Wait. So you're saying you weren't coming for us?
I never had any intention of hurting you.
So I did all this. I ruined her. For nothing. What have I done? Oh God, I feel sick. I can't bear the thought of her being like this. And in so much pain.
Yeah.
It's the air coming into contact with her flesh. It's agonizing for them. But the only way to fix it will be to break the golden rule and let it run its course. At least that way she'd be golden again, and we'd be together. All it would take is one little cut.
Wait. I could undo all this if you just tell me the treatment for rheumatism.
It's too late. There's nothing you can do. I have to do this. I'm sorry.
Look, I can cover her in gold again.
What? How?
This golden bow is the weapon that encases people in gold.
Really? I'm not sure I believe you. But if you can undo this mess, I'll tell you what you need to know. But if you're lying to me, I'll break the golden rule and kill you and everyone else in this city. Understood?
Alright. Just stand back, crazy. Got a stink about you.
You did it. You took away her pain. I don't know what to say. Thank you, thank you. I swear I will never harm her again. I swear it. I'll stay here to keep her company. But these poor souls, what can be done for them? I've tried everything I can. I fear the only one capable of releasing them properly is whichever god doomed them in the first place. In any case, I must honor our bargain. The treatment for rheumatism is willow bark. I believe there's a pot of it already in the Shrine of Apollo. Now, please leave. The door here leads out onto the palace balcony. You should be able to make your way down from there.
Have fun, you lunatic.
Go, and never return.
I would only be so happy to never see this mess again. Yeesh. Okay. I was going to just stop here, but I would much rather that she did not stab me in the back thinking I had changed my mind. So that's how. Hey, we did it. So we need to talk to Lucretia, who's here to the left.
May Apollo keep you safe.
Oh, speaking of which.
Feeling all right?
So I know how to treat the rheumatism.
You made it into the palace. I'm impressed. How is Neria?
She's alive, but she just wants to be left alone. And the treatment that you need to know is willow bark.
Willow bark. I should have known. It was under my nose the whole time. That's very helpful. Thank you. If this works, it should settle Rufius down some. I have some right here. Could you do me a favor and give him some of this? He'll just need to swallow a pinch of it. I'm hoping it will avert disaster.
Well. Alright.
Thank you. I'm really glad you arrived when you did.
Too bad I couldn't do a thing to help WeArEuS.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Well, we already know what it was. Why would we bother to ask her? Let's find out what she thinks before we part ways. So do you think she was poisoned or was it self-inflicted?
Do you really want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her, then surely they would have broken the golden rule, and so maybe it's best we don't discuss it.
Alright.
Gladly.
Bye-bye.
That's a shame. Thanks again for saving Yulia's life. Apollo smiles upon you.
So we're just going to go ahead and ignore Weasel.
Ove.
Oh, right. We do have to see if we can talk to Rufius. He kind of doesn't want anything to do with us, but... Oh, right. It's getting dark, which means that the election is probably about to begin, and thus going to be followed by a reset. What is Rufius doing all the way? He's in there. You know, every time I try to remember this guy's name, I end up thinking
Gracious?
Fabius rather than
Looking a bit
Rufius.
troubled there.
Still no sign of Centilla. And I haven't slept right in 3 weeks.
Don't be too hard on
Yeah,
yourself.
so
From what I
we're
hear,
just going to have to
nobody
need to
saw it.
reset.
Anyway, I thought you Stoics weren't supposed to worry
But that's
about
an issue for another day. And another video. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. That was a heck of a ride that we took through the palace there, wasn't it? It was actually pretty cool. It's a shame I missed that one coin purse near the end, but what can you do? How much gold have we accrued? We're back up to 2,600. Neat. Frankly, it occurred to me while waiting for the never-ending loading to finally come to an end that had we done the swap for Diana's bow before solving the issue for Lucretia and learning about Rufus's rheumatism, had we done that before we found out about all of that and been put on the quest to ask Nevia? Yes, Nevia. And be put on the quest to ask Nevia about it, I may have ended up in there and lost the opportunity to even ask her, and thus would have had to reset things. I'm glad it worked out the way it did. Also, I really do need to get down. Nope, I'm going to resist the urge to explore. Until next time. So, I hope you guys will join us for the next video. The next video of the Forgotten City won't be until today is Tuesday. This will be going up Wednesday. Yeah, so the next video won't be until Friday. And then we'll probably upload another one Sunday. So, you have quite a bit more of the Golden City to look forward to. And I can only hope you guys will join us for whatever comes next. And so with all that said, we will see you next time.